It was a cold winter afternoon, the kind of chill that cuts right through to your bones. A young mother, tears streaming down her face, clutched her son tightly in her arms, trying desperately to keep him warm. His small body trembled uncontrollably, wrapped in nothing but a thin t-shirt and jeans, as they stood outside a bus stop, waiting for a ride that felt like it would never come. In that moment, a single dad walking by saw them. His eyes locked on the scene, and without hesitation, he stepped forward. His heart told him what to do next. Before he even realized it, the man had approached the mother and her son, his coat pulled tightly around his own shoulders. But, noticing the boy's shaking frame, he didn't think twice. He removed his own jacket and gently wrapped it around the child, pulling them both into the warmth of his embrace. It was a simple act, but one that spoke volumes of the unspoken power of kindness. If you're moved by this story, and want to hear more heartwarming stories about kindness and love, be sure to hit that subscribe button, like the video, and leave a comment below. You're watching Kindness Lights, the channel that brings the best of human kindness to life. It was a scene that many people passed by without a second glance, people rushing to get to their destinations, absorbed in their own busy lives, perhaps noticing but not stopping. But not this man. As he saw the small, cold child and the desperate mother, something inside him stirred. Perhaps it was the memory of his own struggles as a father, or maybe just the universal feeling of empathy that binds us all. Whatever it was, it made him take action. The mother had been standing in the cold for over an hour. She had been trying to hail a cab to get her son to the doctor's office for a checkup. But it was winter in New York City, and the streets were packed with cars, all heading in different directions. Every time a cab passed by, it was already taken, and every Uber was too expensive. The mother's eyes filled with worry as she held her son, feeling helpless. His shivering had grown worse, and she felt like a terrible parent for not being able to keep him warm. She didn't have a spare coat for him, and in that moment, she didn't know what to do. As the wind howled, she pulled her son even closer, hoping to somehow shield him from the harsh elements. But the cold still bit at their skin. That's when the single dad, walking home from work, noticed the mother and son. His first instinct was to keep walking, he had his own things to do, after all. But something stopped him. Maybe it was the way the boy's eyes looked so tired, the way the mother's face seemed worn out from exhaustion. Or maybe it was just the thought that he could help. His own son was warm, tucked in a cozy jacket on a bus ride home. But here, in front of him, was a child suffering in the cold. He hesitated for a moment, unsure of how his gesture would be received. But then he thought of his own son, how he'd always wanted to shield him from harm, to protect him from everything life might throw his way. That thought alone gave him the courage to approach the mother and son. "Hey, I couldn't help but notice your son's really cold. Can I help?" the man asked, his voice soft yet filled with genuine concern. The mother, surprised but grateful, nodded slowly. "I don't know what to do. I can't seem to get a cab, and I don't have a coat for him. I'm sorry." The dad smiled warmly, his eyes kind. "It's okay," he said. "Here, take my jacket for him." And with that, he removed his thick winter coat, draped it over the boy's shoulders, and knelt down beside him. For a moment, there was silence, as the boy's body slowly stopped shaking. The warmth of the jacket was a small but powerful gift, a shield against the biting cold. The single dad didn't stop there, though. He didn't just offer his jacket and walk away. No, he stayed. He stood with the mother, offering to help them find a cab or a nearby bus stop. And as they talked, the mother's demeanor softened. The worry that had been etched on her face began to melt away, replaced by a sense of relief. She hadn't been alone in her struggle, there were people in the world who cared. In the end, the dad didn't just give the boy warmth, he gave them both something far more valuable: hope. The mother thanked him with teary eyes, and he gave a reassuring smile, wishing them well. As he walked away, he felt something profound shift within him. In a world where it's easy to overlook the pain of others, he had taken a moment to truly see someone in need, and in doing so, he had made all the difference. That simple, selfless act of kindness is a reminder to us all: you don't have to be wealthy, famous, or even extraordinary to make a difference. Sometimes, all it takes is the willingness to care, to stop for a moment, and offer what you can. So, as you go about your day, remember that kindness isn't always about grand gestures. It's about recognizing the struggles of others and offering whatever warmth you can, even if it's just a coat on a cold day. Because, in the end, kindness is the thread that connects us all. It's a simple act that has the power to change lives. So, what act of kindness can you spread today? What can you do to make someone's life a little brighter, a little warmer? Let's all be the change we want to see, and spread kindness wherever we go. Thank you for watching this heartwarming story on Kindness Lights. If it inspired you, don't forget to subscribe, like, and leave a comment below. Together, we can light up the world with kindness.